Kangascloud, out of the shroud. Coming at your land like an explode.
Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness, this is happening. This is real. I'm making a YouTube video. Not just any YouTube video. Guys. This is my first ever narrated Wi-Fi battle to go up on YouTube. Sorry, I got caught up there for a moment. Let me start this correctly. My name is Kangascloud, and I play Pokemon. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for coming and watching this. This is really a historic event. This is a true battle of Pokemon against other Pokemon. Something that's never, ever been seen. Ever. In time gone by. Except for so many other times. But forget all those times because you're here now. You're watching my YouTube video. So let's kind of get into it. Because really, this has taken a long time to happen. I literally planned on doing this a year ago, but I'm sure many of you have experienced this, where life and work and other things just got in the way and stopped you from doing what's important, but not anymore. So here we are with a battle with a good friend of mine, Mac. We've been friends for a long time, and we have these goofy battles all the time because I like to bring weird stuff, and then he likes to bring like kind of weird stuff, but usually normal stuff to fight my weird stuff, and yeah, so we just kind of throw these Pokemon at each other, and some of them die, and some they faint, and some of them don't. But as you can see, he's rocking out with this wonderful Primate here, one of his favorites, one of my favorites, this Jolteon, Donphan, I don't know. Let's just get started. Mr. Bigglesworth, cue the music. Alright, let's get this battle started. Now, I kind of predicted the Credillia or the Donphan to lead to get those rocks up right away. So I went ahead, I thought my best matchup was my clean goal here. This is a little bit different. It's actually a specially defensive Weezing, which I don't think you see very often because why would you run a specially defensive Weezing? Let's be honest here, the coverage and anyway. But I decided to make it specially defensive, and it kind of pays off here. I go ahead and get the Toxic off. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not going to stay in because what is an ancient plant, dinosaur, fossil thing going to do to a floating ball of clean coal? You became coal. So I'm assuming he's running, seeing his descendants out here trying to kill him, and he goes ahead and sends in this dragon dude, lady. It's a lady dragon. Ooh, it's a lady sea monkey. Now, I've got my boob hat here, and I'm not thinking he's going to stay in, so I go ahead and throw out some rocks on the field, because who doesn't like a few pet rocks? Crobat doesn't like them. Now, there you go. Have those. Now, at this point, I don't really know what to think. This Crobat could be anything. It could be Defog, it could be Choice Bandit, I really don't know. So, I'm seeing it looking at my boob hat, and I'm going to go ahead and say, knock it off! Don't look at my boob hat. And it's got the Expert Belt, which is, you don't see that. So that's not too bad. I might try that sometime. But now I know it's probably not carrying Taunt. It's probably not carrying Defog. It's probably just going for attacks with that Expert Belt. It really wants the coverage. But I'm physically defensive. I put on that boob hat in the morning, I do my stretches, and I get buff. So my frog's just going to stay in here and go ahead and knock off again, because actually, a thing that worked out for me here is that I don't run any water moves on this thing. I don't run Scald, I don't run anything like that, so if I had, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that great of a player. I probably would have went for it here in the Storm Drain boost, which is probably why he switched in, is to watch me make that stupid move, but I didn't make it because I couldn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and back out into Clean Cold, because again, I know there's nothing he can do to me. The Giga Drain's coming my way, and you think you're eating it up? I'm eating it up. Now, Clean Cold's just gonna sit here and look at you and be like, so you're what made me. This is interesting. Now, there's a couple of options here. I do run Protect on my Weezing to try to stall it out, but I'm pretty sure, once again, he's not going to stay in. So I go ahead and boob hat. I'm thinking the Dragalge or the Crobat's going to come in here, because really, what is this thing going to do? But he actually, I don't know if he predicted that, or if he knew he could live a hit, just wanted to get some of that HP back. But he goes ahead and recovers like the stupid dinosaur plant that he is. I hate dinosaurs, I hate plants, and I hate Iz. Now, the poison is going to start racking up. I'm fearing another Giga Drain. And instead of going to my Weezing, because I know I can't really do anything, it will become a little bit stally. I actually don't have the Sludge Bomb on that Weezing. Funny fact, that Weezing set is garbage. Funny fact. But I know everybody Luxray, not really, can take a hit from this thing, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my my guts off with that Flame Orb, and I got the superpower. This thing, I'm sorry, but I don't care if you're an ancient fossil man, you're dying. Everybody Luxray may not be that funny, but it is powerful. I'm sure there's some of you out there that know, good friends from the EXPNU know that this thing is power. Now he's going to go ahead and set an Orville, and right now, this is probably the scariest thing on the team. Not just because it's scary looking, it's a threat. You know, the close combat's probably coming my way, so I'm thinking I'm going to switch into Boobhat. And oddly enough, it's not the close combat. He makes a risky play here because my safest switching was probably Weezing, and he goes for the Earthquake. And I'm like, what? I also have the Mismagius, which also could have taken it. So he's like, screw your Mismagius, screw your Weezing. I don't care. I'm a little angry cotton ball. I'm an Earthquake. And he gets a crit on the Earthquake. And I'm like, you were rewarded for the weird move. And anyway, I'd go for the Earthquake now because I'm like, he does an Earthquake. Why wouldn't I Earthquake? We could be Earthquake buddies. But he leaves. Apparently he doesn't want to be buddies. But I don't have a switch in for this thing. I know it's going to attack me. So I just stay in with my Boobhat, because I'm looking good. Like, this Boobhat, man, it makes frogs look good. But again, I don't have a water type move, so I just gotta go for the knockoff here, and it's not gonna kill. Boobhat, give me strength, but it didn't. So I'm just sitting here, and I'm pretty sure another Brave Bird is coming my way. I guess there's no reason for him not to. He can't switch out. And the other moves aren't really as effective, so he's gonna go ahead and take himself out. I'm sitting here pretty. I got all the HP I need. Yeah, no knockoff. He's dead. But yeah, I got 6. Now I've got more than 6. Yeah, I'm gonna sweep. Except no, Orville. He's like, okay. I know I left earlier, but now I want to be friends. And really, at this point, I'm thinking, no, you switched out last time. I'm gonna switch out this time. That's how it goes. Now I'm thinking the close combat or the Earthquake. I'm thinking he's going for damage, but he does make a smart play and goes ahead and use turns here. I don't know if he predicted or he just knew that would finish it off and he wanted to be in a better position. So bye bye. Apparently this thing never wants to stick around and play any games, and you know, Hollow Queen just wants to play a few games. But this Hollow Queen here is actually Choice Specs, so I know I'm not outspeeding this thing, and I'm pretty sure I can use this later in the battle, so I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to run away now. Jolteon, I'm predicting a Volt Switch or a Shadow Ball, either one. I mean, I'm hoping for the Volt Switch, but no, it makes the safe play, goes for the Shadow Ball. That's going to finish off Boobhat, but that's okay. Boobhat really put in the work. For a frog with boobs on its head, it really is a powerful being in the universe. Now I'm going to go ahead and send my free hugs. Really, I'm just going to send out some hugs. Now, I do predict a switch here, because I know he doesn't want to lose his Jolteon. It's the fastest thing on his team right now. And the Dawn fan kind of makes sense, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, you want a hug? How about an Ice Punch hug? And Dawn fan does not like ice cream, as you can tell. Now, that does a good amount of damage. I could have stayed in, but I'm thinking I'm going to need this thing. It can take a hit later if it needs to from that Jolteon. So I'm going to save that for later. Hollow Queen comes now here, I mean, I guess I misplayed. A knockoff was probably his safest bet. Maybe not. I really thought he was going to go for damage and go for the Earthquake. But no, he goes straight for the knockoff. I guess he probably predicted the switch. He probably knew that I knew that he knew to click Earthquake. And so he knew that I would know to know that. So he went ahead and knocked off. And Mismagius, if I recall, did nothing. It was garbage. It was booty. Now anyway, I got everybody Luxray here, and he doesn't really know what I'm going to do, and I really don't know what I'm going to do. So he's just going to take up some damage. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the Facade, and Facade is going to go ahead and finish him off. Bye. Bye. Sorry, Dawn fan. I like you and all, but I'm a comic billionaire, so you know, there's that. And Jolteon's going to come in, I'm pretty sure just to finish me off. I don't really have a reason to switch out unless I just want to, you know, do it for, you know, chuckles and all that. But that's what they did on the show, and it wasn't that funny. So he's going to Volt switch out, which I guess surprised me a little bit, because I thought he would just want to stay at Thunderbolt and kind of put me in a position where I didn't really know what I wanted to come in and take damage, because his Orbital's still around. But he goes into it, and that's a good move too, because I mean, these things are always choice scarf, so he's got the initiative on me with the U-turn right here, which I'm pretty sure he's going to use. Now at this point, I can kind of scout out what he's going to do. Like, Clean Cold does have Protect to kind of wear down, and I see the U-turn here. And at this point, I'm kind of wondering what his moveset is. I know he's got to have Close Combat, because he's got to have that. And he's got Earthquake, he's got U-turn. Now, the last move is the one I don't know. I'm wondering, because he can run a couple different things. There's the Ice Punch, there's the Gunk Shot, and there's the Stone Edge. Now, if he has the Stone Edge, I'm in trouble. Any of the other two moves I think I can handle, but... Alright, I send in my Mr. Freeze here to take the U-turn. It's not too bad. There's not... Now, I'm looking at the rest of his team. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this guy. Now, this actually isn't the Mega. I'm assuming he predicted it to be Mega and to finish me off with Jolteon, but... surprisingly enough, this is my choice Scarf Glalie putting in work. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to kill you, so I'm just going to crit you. Now, I don't actually know. It kind of depends on the calcs. I don't remember if I run this Timid or Modest. I'm guessing I run it Timid. Otherwise, it might not even have outsped that Jolteon unless he ran it Modest. I'm not really sure. This battle was a little while ago. But anyway, I'm just going to let Mr. Freeze die. He's gone. But that's okay, he did something. I wasn't expecting him to do anything, but he did. Now, I'm going to go ahead and send in my Clean Coal. I'm pretty sure I can get him just to switch out right here. I'm assuming he's going to predict me to Protect here, so I go ahead and I do make a good play here. I don't say that very often about myself because it doesn't really happen much about myself. But I switch right into the Slay King. My free hugs, because everybody wants a hug. Now, this thing needs to die right now, and what better to do it than Slay King? So yeah, he can't really stay in. I go for the Earthquake. And yeah, obviously it's going to push it off, because this guy, little do you know, somewhere along the line, he picked up a Choice Band because he really wanted things to die. Now, I got to see what he's going to lock himself into. I don't want to switch straight out into my Clean Coal, because that's kind of my win condition here. And he does lock himself into the Close Combat, which pretty much tells me this little monkey ball ain't got rocks. He ain't got no Stone Edge. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. But, like I said before, I did make the derpy play of bringing a specially defensive Weezing. So I'm not entirely sure how much of a beating I can take from this little angry monkey ball. So he's going to go in Close Combat. I'm going to try to refill my health a little bit, because this is really going to come down to it. Now, remember, again, earlier in the battle when I said I don't actually have the Sludge Bomb, I have Toxic, Protect, Pain Split, and Flamethrower. Sludge Bomb probably would have been nice, but, you know, Clean Coal's not about that poison, so I'm more about, yes, fire is destructive as well, but... Anyway, I don't want to get into that. That's political. That is too political for a Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. But yeah, I kind of expected my Flamethrower to take it out. So Clean Coal, you kind of let me down there. But I do go ahead, just in case for the crit here, I went ahead and protected to get some more health back so I could make sure to live. So we're playing this little monkey ball and poison ball game of mouse here, game of chicken. Now, it's getting intense. It's down to the wire. And he actually makes a brilliant play right here and goes ahead and loses. Alright, so that is the battle. Thank you guys for stopping by. Now go ahead, I'm going to have Mac's YouTube link in the description below. Go ahead, if you like this battle, if you want to see more, or you hated it, honestly, subscribe either way. Because you can hate subscribe. I don't know if you realize that. You don't have to subscribe to something just because you like it. You can hate subscribe. Now, I guess that's sending the wrong message. I don't actually want you to hate this video. I kind of want you to like it. So if you don't like it, go ahead and tell me what you don't like about it. Let's have a discussion. Let's start a focus group about the quality of my first YouTube video. Actually, let's not. That's a horrible idea. Don't tell me if it's bad. I don't want to know that. All right. Thank you. Namaste.